all that keto stuff, it didn't come from like drinking so much. It just was like, did you just wake up one day and were like, I'm not going to eat, I'm just going to go keto?
No. So what happened was I would do this thing where during the winter time, I would just eat like all my mom's pasta and chicken cutlets. Like my whole life I was doing that. And I wasn't really getting fat. Because I was
chubby
like,
but still cute.
Well, no, I was like 21. Like my whole life, I was like doing this, and then like if I had to just tone it up, I'd spend like 2 weeks in the gym, and like I'd be good again for the summer. So I tried to do that up until like my mid-20s, and then that just stopped working. And I looked in the mirror one day, and I was like 200 pounds, 25% body fat. I have like before pictures where I was like, holy shit.
You felt disgusted with yourself.
Disgusted.
By the way, 200 pounds and 25% body fat for me right now would be a fucking dream. I mean, I would do anything. I'd kill my father to get that.
You're taller though. I so being shorter, it made like a round, pudgy kind of thing.
Right.
It's on my Keto Guido Instagram page.
We'll post it right now.
Yeah, post it. So I was doing that, and I tried like every diet in the world. I used to try like juice cleanses and fucking counting your calories and being vegetarian, all that shit. And like nothing worked. And then like through podcasts, I would listen to actually this first guy, his name is Vinny Tortorich, and he was on Adam Carolla's show. Okay. And he was talking about just like eating like bacon and butter and steak. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, I can get behind that.
And he was shredded, this guy.
I love the shredded. Like, and telling me like, always talking about like the whole industry of food of like is being bullshit and saying that you can't eat steak and shit, because I was raised like you can't eat steak and bacon.
It's like good. Bad for your heart.
It's bad for you. Yeah. So I was like, all that's bullshit. So I'm like, let me look into this a little more. I started just cutting all the sugar and the carbs out myself. I dropped like so much weight right away, and then like I'm like, oh shit, like I can keep going with this. Kept going with it. Kept going down the rabbit hole of like different podcasts.
Are rabbits keto? Can you eat rabbit on keto?
You can, but they're not that fatty.
What about whole? Can you eat whole on keto?
Booty hole? Ass is definitely...
I'm asking if you're hungry for whole, is that keto friendly?
Ass is definitely keto, yeah. Okay. So, I never heard it called whole. That's cool.
Chrissy Chaos.
No, but funny thing is that rabbit you can't eat because like you know that show Alone on Netflix?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so if they only are depending on rabbit, they're going to die.
Really? What's the reason?
It's too lean. Your body needs fat to survive. That's why whenever people talk shit about eating fat, I'm like, fat is probably the healthiest thing that you can eat. Now, when you eat it in conjunction with like cheeseburgers and french fries and processed oils and beer, it's not good for you. But those motherfuckers in the woods, when they're trying to literally life or death, they need fat or they'll die.
Okay, so let's say
the guy that kills the moose survives because he has fat. The ones that just living off of rabbits will die.
Will die. So let's say me and you are going out to dinner tonight. I'm like, I'm in the mood for. I'm in the mood for whole. Obviously, I'm always in the mood for whole. Shout out Joey Camasta.
Definitely shout out.
Hungry for whole, Joey Camasta.
You're reminding me of what's on this couch right now.
Oh yeah, Joey stayed here for a little bit. This is a comfy couch and it's sticky.
Comfy.
Joey should cook for us.
Okay, so it's a random night. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's a random night. So we're going out to dinner. Let's say I'm like, you know what, Vin? I want to go to a diner. I want to feel like we're back in New York and I want to go to a diner. What are you going to order?
So the best part about the keto thing, which made it the only thing that I can stick with, is because I'm always in diners. I'm always in random restaurants. Yeah. I'm traveling on the road. I can always make that work. If I go, so for example, to answer your question, I would get like a double bacon cheeseburger with avocado with no bun.
Okay.
So like I'm full, I'm satisfied, I'm having fun, I'm eating like the glutton next to me. That's...
No bun, no fries.
No bun, no fries.
What about vegetables or anything like that?
Yeah,
None
of course. I mean, you can have vegetables.
You just get a side of veggies with it.
I don't even need that, though, because the real sustenance and satiating food comes from the burger, not the bun.
Got it.
So everyone else is eating fries and burgers and french fries. I'm eating like you're still getting your like food fix. Right. Like you don't feel like you're dieting.
The only thing your body ever needed was the two meat patties, the cheese, the bacon, and the avocado.
Exactly. But mentally, we want the bread because your brain wants that because it's like an addictive drug.
Right.
But it doesn't need that.
How long did it take you to break that? How long did it take for your brain to say, I don't need bread anymore?
I think it takes like 2 weeks to form a habit.
Right.
I think that's like a fact.
I think so, yeah.
It was like a book or something. So I think
this is not a factual show.
Yeah, you give yourself like a good couple weeks of doing it, and you start to like the key is when you make the shift is when you start to feel like shit when you do eat the bread.
Got it.
So like, you know, there's a shift where you're like, I don't want that because that's going to make me not feel good. It usually happens in a couple of weeks.
Well, they said, and there's also a thing called the keto flu. So no, 2 questions. 1, did you get that? 2, do you think there's people out there that thought that they had COVID-19, but they really had the keto flu?
That could be.